Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Soul Work. This is Shaw TV, and we're live tonight, and I'm Jenny Cousins, your host. And we are going to be taking calls from you, Calgary. So make sure that you give us a call, and that number is 403-539-6710. So after our commercial break, you are certainly free to give us a call and ask us whatever questions you'd like to ask. And on tonight's show, I had to bring back a guest that I had on, must have been a little back.
A little bit back, yes.
Yeah. I wanted to get Johanna Lane from Calgary Ghost Tours. I wanted to get you on closer to Halloween time, but I know that you're crazy, crazy busy.
Insane.
Yes.
Yes.
I bet you are.
We're booking up right now, so yes. I will have lost my mind in the next week. So if you see it, send it home.
Yeah. So this way here, at least we're fresh.
Exactly.
And then we can tell stories. Yay. So can you explain to our viewers who are not aware of what is Calgary Ghost Tours?
We do the haunted walking tours. So we do Inglewood, Beltline, Kensington, and downtown, along with Banff on occasion. And we take you around for 90 minutes, maybe a little longer. Some of us tend to talk a little more. And we tell you stories about the history of the buildings, and then who maybe have passed away, and then who's still hanging around.
Have you ever seen?
I have not. And I think that's because I'm on the fence. I call myself an open-minded skeptic. But we do medium walks as well, where we bring a psychic out with us. And we had a medium walk last week. And two of the girls that were on it had come on a tour probably 4 or 5 years ago. And they actually saw a woman in white in the upstairs window of the Dean House that has just reopened after a lot of renovations. So it'll be interesting to see if our little lady's still up there or not.
So that was at the Dean House?
Yes. Part of Fort Calgary down in Inglewood.
Oh, Inglewood.
Yes.
Because isn't that quite a known area?
It's the oldest part of Calgary. So there's lots of stories. And I live in Inglewood, so I always call it the Crazy Neighbor Tour because all the neighbors have stories to tell. And there's so much history in that area.
There is actually.
Yeah.
I think like Inglewood's going to be kind of the next Kensington in a way, because it just seems to be.
Oh, I think it's overtaken.
Yeah.
Because we just got named the best neighborhood to live in Canada.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah.
It's a nice little quaint little area.
It's not a bad place.
I do like it. So now, do you do special events?
Yes, we actually do a lot of special events. We do a lot of stuff for private people, and this year we've got the Fright Night Festival, which is you take a tour. It's part trade show inside, and then we have an interactive adventure in the back.
Oh, really? Like,
Yes.
what do you mean?
So it's, think haunted house, but not haunted house.
Oh.
It's actors that'll take you on a journey, and I should sell Depends there because some of you will maybe wet yourself. Yeah, it's going to be kind of fun.
What night's that on?
That's the 21st, 22nd, 28th, 29th, and 31st.
Oh, I bet you. How long does that go from?
At 5:30 to 10.
Okay.
Yeah, so you can come on down and wander through as many times as you want.
Oh.
Yeah.
How long does it take? Is it like a...
It depends on the group.
Yeah.
It usually takes about 30 minutes to get through. Yeah.
Oh, that's quite a bit.
Yeah.
If you're in there and you're freaked out, 30 minutes?
Well, you can leave at any point. We do have little chicken badges, so you can get your little chicken badge and you can leave. But yeah, it's about 30 minutes to go through that.
That's a long haunted house.
Yes.
When you look at the reality on that.
Well, and that's because we're doing the interactive. So you're going to meet people as you wander around. It's not like the traditional haunted house where you go through and somebody jumps out at you and you move along and somebody else jumps out. We're going to interact with you and tell you a story as you go along.
That sounds like fun. That sounds like
awesome.
fun. You got to remind me of this.
Absolutely.
I've been meaning to get down.
Yeah. How many times have I heard this?
I know, but I do. I do
need to
want to go
come on
down.
a tour.
Yes. That'd be a lot of fun.
That'd be so much fantasticness.
I think we might scare a little too many people.
That's okay. We can work with that.
Cause a little riot going on there.
Oh, shame.
So what do you think your tours are different?
Well, we are the only ones that do the actual haunted tours in that we do a lot of the history. Like, we spend a lot of time looking stuff up. We're all kind of geeks. And so we find the history. So you tell me a ghost story and you're like, oh, I live in this house. This is what's happening to me now. Well, we don't just go, oh, well, that must be true. We go, let's go find out what happened in that house. So we go do the research.
Okay.
And then if it happens to be that the research matches up with what you're telling us, then we add it to the tour. Otherwise, we just sort of leave it alone.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow. So how many, and you also do Banff.
Yes.
How many times do you go to Banff? But probably not as much as Calgary, of
Not
course,
as much,
no.
but Banff is really kind of fun. We can't go up to the Banff Springs because it's a little far, but we go up through the old cemetery.
Oh, really?
Which, I don't know if you've been to the cemetery.
No.
Oh, it's one of the most amazingly peaceful places. The history that's up there is spectacular, and it's just fun to wander through, and we have lots of stories up through there. Yeah.
Oh, that sounds really neat. But you everybody just meets up there then?
Yeah,
you
we
don't
just
have like a
meet-
tour bus or anything?
No, because we'd have to charge a fortune. So we just say,
Yeah.
come on out, meet us up in front of the visitor info. Although we are doing a medium walk the end of the month where we're going to take a medium out with us
Okay.
and wander through the cemetery. So
In
we'll see.
Banff?
Yeah, in Banff.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That'd be really neat.
I have no life.
No, well, not in
It's what
October.
amazes me.
That I'm even lucky to get you here in October.
Thank you.
It's a good thing I
Yes.
connected with you a while back.
Yes. Yeah, because it gets kind of crazy. We sell
Yeah.
out a lot of the tours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
would. I gotta go.
You do.
I do.
You have to come out.
I know.
I know. I can't beg more than I have. Come out.
Maybe I'll bring some people with me.
Ooh.
Some of the ones I was telling you about. That could
Ah,
be intriguing.
excellent.
So I know that you hear stories all the time. What is one of your favorite stories?
One of my favorite stories is about little Donnie under the bridge.
Oh, okay.
Donnie was 6, and it's the zoo bridge. It's now under construction. But poor little Donnie, he was playing there with a little friend, and a gentleman approached him, wanted him to go with them. Donnie said no because he was a stranger. The next day, the gentleman came back. This time, Donnie knew him. He wasn't a stranger anymore, so Donnie went with him, and he was stabbed 7 to 10 times.
Oh, wow.
And the gentleman kind of left his body there for a little bit and then dragged him across the zoo bridge and buried him in a shallow grave over at the zoo behind the security shack in what was the children's playground. He actually got caught, not because he'd killed little Donnie, but because he stole some cigarettes down in south of the city. And when he got caught, a couple of constables from Vancouver realized the story sounded very similar, and they came out and they found out that he killed a young boy, 13-year-old Gary Billings, out in Vancouver in Stanley Park. And so he actually did hang for his crime, and little Donnie is still underneath the bridge. He hangs over at the security shack. Lots of times the security guards will tell us that a little boy comes up and wants to play, and he's actually been seen on top of the bridge.
Oh.
Yes, walking away. And lots of times as well, people will actually hear somebody underneath the bridge, a little boy calling for help. They'll call EMS, and EMS has to show up. They can't go, don't worry about it, it's not real. And they get called a couple of times a year. We've had lots of dispatchers and EMS guys on the tour say, yeah, I've had that call. So yeah, that's my favorite in a ghost tour kind of way.
Yeah.
It's a sad story, but
Yeah.
he's still hanging
Because it
around.
sounds, yeah, that's the thing. You know, because I've helped people pass over that are stuck.
Yeah, and a lot of people have tried to help Donnie, but I think because he gets a lot of attention now, they're like the security shack, they play with him.
Okay.
Yeah, so I think that's why he doesn't want to move on. He gets a lot of attention, so yeah, he's having
Yeah.
fun now.
True,
Yeah.
true. That's interesting. I gotta go check that out.
You do.
I would, because I would pick up on his energy.
Yeah. Let's
You
go under the
know.
bridge.
I would clear him away. I would help him go.
Yeah. Well, he needs
I
to
would.
go.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
Not. It's not
No,
going to
no,
be
no.
good for you.
Well, it's
but we'll
fine
have a
for
word
us.
with him, and we'll tell him to make sure that you make the appearance whenever you're doing the tour.
Well, and even if he doesn't, we still have an amazing story to tell and other people's experiences. But
We can have a chat with him, though.
yeah, okay, we'll have a talk. We'll talk with Donnie.
We will indeed talk to Johnny. So now, if somebody wanted to book you for special occasions to go on to your tours, what is the best way for them to do that?
To go to calgaryghostwalks.com and email us from there.
Excellent. Excellent. And I suggest that you check out the website because you have to go. I have to go.
You have to go.
I have to go.
You have to go.
I have to go.
You have
I
to
got to
go.
do it this month. I'll pre-plan it. Definitely pre-plan it.
I'm marking it down.
And we're going to take a short commercial break here, Calgary. And the phone lines are officially open, by the way. So you can give myself and Johanna a call. And that number, Calgary, is 403-539-6710. So we'll be right back after this short commercial break.